Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are all doing well on this Thursday evening. So you guys, I'm hoping that you saw what the caption said. It is Thursday. It is my variation of what's the tea. It's the same shit. It's just, there's too many people who already say that, so I'm like, what's brewing? But same thing. So this is like where we get to look at what's going on behind the scenes in relationships and situationships and things like that. You know, friendships with like fake ass friends. Like this is where we get to see what's going on, what you need to know. So yeah, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. If you're um, here, I hope that you like what you see, and I hope that you decide to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, all that good stuff, to know and be in the know about when I'm here and when I'm posting. I do a lot of different types of readings on here. Some of them are a little more spiritual based, some of them are like love readings, a little bit, literally a little bit of everything. A little bit of gossip, a little bit of humor. It's really a mixed bag on this channel. So like, I do cuss on here, so if you don't like cussing, then, sorry. But yeah, so if you're new, like I said, thank you for being here. Stick around for a bit, see if you like what you see here, and go from there. Remember, this is a collective reading, so take the messages as they resonate. It's gonna be different for everybody. For those of you who have already been rocking with your girl, thank you for the continued support. Thank you for coming back, and thank you for being my day ones. Um, Always greatly appreciate y'all for your efforts when it comes to helping support my channel. Yeah, so we're going to get started. We are, like I said, this is a what's the tea reading or what's brewing. Same thing. So just kind of, again, kind of seeing like what's going on behind the scenes when it comes to, things that, we might not know, like what's going on. Or we might have an inkling about it, but we're not sure. We might give you some confirmations of things that you've been trying to figure out and you just don't know for sure. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Okay, so I'm going to split this deck. All right, so I split the deck, and we have in the middle of the deck we have moving, and then we also have ain't shit. So, um, hey Elpadia, how are you? So a person in your energy, I'm getting two different energies here. For some of you, like there was like some type of home dynamic with this person, and you might have moved, or they moved. But this, whatever the case is, this person ain't shit. You could be more like not physically, but more like in an abstract way, moving on from this person. Um, so let me know if it resonates in the comment section. But yeah, whatever the case is, I'm getting like either, like I said, either moving on from a person in the sense of, oh, they ain't shit, and I know they ain't shit, so I'm moving on from this person, or you might have actually like physically moved to get away from this person. Let me know if it resonates with you or if it makes sense. It's gonna be different for everybody because this is a collective message. But yeah, hey Creeper, how are you? Um, yeah, see, there's a few people here, so definitely hit that like button if you guys start feeling like the message resonates. So I'm gonna shuffle a couple more times, and then I'm gonna start pulling. All right, let's get started. What we got on the bottom? Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. One more time. It says fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Um, so there's somebody, I'm getting a past person possibly, who don't know if it's romantic yet. And again, it's going to be different for everybody. But there is somebody in your energy who is watching you from fake accounts. I will say, thank you, Eric. um, I will say, just be mindful of how you have your account set up. So for instance, if your stuff is set to public, be mindful of that, because if there are people who you don't want to see your stuff, they can see it. You know, block people who you don't want seeing your stuff. Go over your friend lists on things again to see who's on there, who you might need to like kind of get rid of or whatever, things like that. Uh, and if you have some more sensitive information up there, or you like to share more sensitive information up there, I would also say maybe even set yourself to private, that kind of thing. So, tell us more. What else is going on with the collective right now? What do they need to know for their highest good? Clearest and most accurate messages. Hey, Lucky. How are you? Clearest, most accurate. Thank you. Okay, so we have into you. So now it's given a little more insight. This is probably a romantic interest, probably somebody who you already moved on from. It says good chemistry, great vibes, and positive. Now, I feel like this is how they view you, but this is not necessarily how you view them, because we literally saw the ain't shit card come up. So it's like, I don't really want it to come out. Yeah, spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. So this is somebody who, you know, you show up in a really positive light, and they love that for themselves, but they don't love the fact that other people gravitate towards you, is what I'm getting there. And it's like, because of the fact that you're shining your light in such a bright way, they're like, okay, yeah, you know, whenever they say like a moth to a flame, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you're the flame and they're the moth, and they're drawn to you. They're drawn to your energy. But then when they see that everybody else also feels like that too, or looks at you in the same way, they're like, well, what the fuck is this? And then they get jealous. So I'm definitely getting an past person for most of you guys who do end up resonating with this. This is not going to be for everybody. So, you know, if the messages resonate, they do. If they don't, it is what it is. You can watch for entertainment purposes, because there'll be some spicy shit coming up in these readings. Um, but yeah, it's like, you know, you have this light that you shine, and you know, people are funny where they want it, but at the same time, they, how can I put it? They want that light for themselves, but when they see you exuding that light in the world for everybody else, not for everybody else, but like, that's just who you are, that's like, you just shine, you're just a very positive person, they don't want you to shine in that same way. So I know for a fact I can resonate with that. Like, I've had, you know, people in my past who, you know, they're always like, oh, why are you flirting with that person? I'm like, I'm not flirting with anybody. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm a good person, a kind person, and people gravitate towards me, and guess what? I can't control that shit. So you need to work on your insecurities, buddy. Like, that ain't that's not a me problem, that's a you problem. You know what I mean? So that kind of thing. So let me know if that resonates, because let's see. All right. Tell us more. Right. This person might be going through some financial problems. Um, really, really empty ass pockets and wallets. Um, you know, and I'm also getting like, if they're not like physically like broke, like it could just also just be like they're going through so much shit like in life, where they're at like the lowest of the low. So like, even if it's not so much that like they don't physically have money, they're going through like so much shit that it makes it like, oh wow, like wow, I'm really going through it, and I feel real fucking low. It's giving me like Five of Pentacles vibes, for those of you who either do tarot or, you know, watch enough tarot to know what that means. Like, just that like hardships type of thing, going through it real bad, down bad. And I'm getting, excuse me, I'm getting karma for somebody. Hey Sky, how are you? Um yeah, and it's like, let's get a few more from here, and then we're gonna start pulling from the tarot. But yeah, see, and that's the thing about this person. you gotta be mindful of how this person moves because they might be the type that uses people for money. We have mirroring for money. So even if it's not like fit like actual marriage, like it could just be simply like the fact that like they gravitate towards people who are more well off, and then they try to mooch off of them. Be careful with that, right? Especially if it's a past person and you might already kind of have an inkling of who this person might be. Be very mindful because they like to kind of show their ass and come back around when things are going great for you or other people that they know. Hence why they're watching accounts and shit like that. Bottom of the deck, we have hustling in the reverse. It says making it rain, focused on money and getting it. It's in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. Why? Because of the fact that they're going through some financial hardships and they're trying to figure out who they could go towards so they could have money. No, thank you. Um, so we have two cards that came out now. We have rejected. I feel like this person, you might have already blocked them, already kind of said, fuck that, not doing that shit again. You live and you learn, right? You already probably went around that block more than once, and you probably like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit again. So same shit, different day came out together. So this person, part of the reason why things probably went the way that they did is because there was no growth and expansion with this person. This person was stuck and stagnant. You're like, absolutely fucking not. I'm not doing this. you know, and then if you're also dealing with constant arguments and disagreements and shit over the dumbest stuff, it's like, okay, bet. I'm not doing this. I'm getting something like that. Yeah. Now they want to try to come in with some type of offer. But you have to be mindful of this offer because it's like, okay, so how are you coming, what energy are you coming back towards me with? Because I'm not doing this again. You know what I mean? Like you're not going backwards. We have screenshot. Remember we saw the card talking about fake accounts, so they might be taking screenshots of your shit, or they might be having somebody else doing it. It's a screenshot, getting evidence, proof, and facts. I even for somebody, I'm getting that you might have caught them in something back in the day, and presented them with the evidence. You have receipts, and now they feel stupid. So we're gonna get one more from here, and then pull from the tarot. Thank you. Yeah, bad karma. Did I not say just a few minutes ago that I'm feeling like this person has some like karma kind of happening? Going through the hardships and shit like that. Like life just is life and real hard right now for this person. And we're not laughing at this person, but it's like, okay, I mean, you kind of reap what you sow. Like if you've been doing some bullshit, it's gonna come back to you, right? Always partying. We got on the bottom of the deck here. So this person might be into the nightlife type of thing, partying a lot. They might be into drugs and or alcohol. I'm getting. Sorry for the disruption in the background. It's one thing I do not like about, for whatever reason, I'm signed into my account that I actually pay for, but then they're still giving me ads. I don't understand that. It's kind of frustrating. Um, this is on my smart TV, but like I'm signed into my normal account, so I don't get it. Because I have like 3 different accounts for YouTube, but whatever. But yes, look at that. Can't make this shit up. I said they might be into drugs and alcohol and shit like that. And what's on the top of the deck? Bad habits, drugs, addictions, and toxicities. You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. So always partying and this on the top of the deck. So that might have been one of the things that contributed to why things didn't work out with you and this person. You have child services in the middle of the deck. Kids at risk of being taken, or they are about to. There's a typo there. Reporting something, neglect and abuse. So I don't know if you have kids with this person, and then child protective services ever got involved, or they have kids in general, and they kind of got involved with that kind of thing. And you're like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that shit. For others, it could just be simply saying again, like this is a person who they have a lot of like negative shit going on in their life, and it just don't look good. It's not an energy that you want to keep around you, and you've moved on from it. So yeah, I am going to take a little sippy sip of my nippy nip. For those of you who know, you know. I always say, you know, Get come over here, have a good time, get your wine or your cocktail or your smoke, whatever you're into, if you're into that type of thing, and just chill, relax. It's a safe space for everybody to just kind of connect and, see what the fuck's going on. um so yeah, let's see what else is going on here. I'm gonna do a whatever comes out kind of thing for the tarot portion of this, and read it intuitively. I do see Sky did ask. I'd like to know what's the lesson I'm supposed to learn from the. Um, because there's not really anyone here, I'll quickly answer them. I'm just gonna pull like one card and I'll read that intuitively, and then I'll go from there. Um, all right, Sky, you kind of answered your own question. You already know the answer. We got Ace of Swords. You already know. You, the lesson that you needed to learn definitely had something to do with that. And basically, it's saying that there was a lesson that had to be learned in order for new abundance to come in. These cards came up pretty much simultaneously. So whatever that disconnect was with you and that person, because there definitely was something that did not work. I don't know if this person was like a liar or something like that, but like you learned something very valuable when it comes to that situation. And now they're just saying, okay, so apply the lesson. You're not missing anything. You know exactly what it is that you're meant to do. So now this is a time of moving forward and going with that. Um, but yes. So now I'm gonna resume the collective reading. I just saw the star when I split the deck. So it's about healing. It's about remaining optimistic. All right. One more time. Thank you. All right. Seizing new opportunities here. We got the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So it's definitely about, you know, it could represent rash decisions to being hasty, but it can also just simply say you're seizing new opportunities. I'm also getting that this person could be an opportunist. Be careful. Um, this is on the bottom of the deck, but we're going to pull some cards and then go from there. And I'm also going to pull from a new deck that I just got. I pulled for myself too, like just to see if I connect with the cards. And I definitely connected with them. So I'm going to use those also towards the end of the reading, just to give characteristics and traits of who this person might be. And you're very, very welcome, Sky. We have Six of Pentacles. All right, so I'm getting that one thing I'm getting is this person, whoever this person was, they might have been very, very, I'm getting breadcrumbing energy. Somebody who, because typically the Six of Pentacles, it could represent a positive energy. It's usually about, equal give and take. It's about, reciprocity. It's about gifts. It's about generosity, so on and so forth. But based on the energy we're seeing right now, it could also represent somebody who, they're putting their eggs into a lot of different baskets, if you know what I mean. And it's like, okay, so this person tends to play a lot of games. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Magician. you know and for my next trick, I'm going to disappear. It's like that this person could be very manipulative. um yeah, and now it's like you're over it. Literally on her shirt, if you were able to see, you're probably not gonna be able to see because of the lighting, but it literally says on her shirt, over it. Four of Cups. So you might have to reject this person's offer, right? Because there was a lot of shit going on behind the scenes, a lot of hidden things that you had to kind of, allow yourself to walk away from. This person probably was breadcrumbing, cheating, lying, all that shit. Very manipulative. And, you had to do what you had to do to remove yourself from that energy. Now, that's just the first card. And again, let me know if the message is resonating, of course. I'm also getting that you guys have probably been very overly generous in the past, and that could be why this person's thinking about kind of coming back to spin the block. It's like, oh, this person is very, very giving and welcoming and loving and blah blah blah. Like, okay, I'm gonna try to come back and yes, look, you can't make this up. Look, the car want to fall on the floor. I got it. This person's very car don't want to show itself. This person, like their spiritual self, like they're like, no, don't show them this. Yeah, exactly. This person's manipulative as fuck. They probably also like to disappear on you a lot, is what I'm getting. But then, like, now there's this revelation, the sun here, of who this person is and how they move. And now that you're smarter than that, you're more privy to it. 2112, when I said that, you're more wiser now at this point. You're like, I know how you move. Like, I'm not about to sit there and let you come back into my space, into my life, knowing that this is how you operate. I'm good on that. You know what I mean? Like, you've learned your lesson. I would not be shocked if the justice card were to show up, or the judgment card. Um, let's keep pulling some cards. Should I take them? That's too many. I did see the Ace of Wands try to come out, but there was like 5, 6 other cards with it, so I was like, I'm not taking all those. But yeah, if it's meant to come out, it'll show itself again. All right, so we got some that flips. I'm gonna take these. All right, so we have got it. All right, so 4 cards that came out. We got the Four of Cups here again. Remember, I was talking about, that sense of being over it. That sense of like, yeah, nah, I'm good. Path, like pushing away that situation if it were to present itself. It's like, yeah, I'm good. Like, why would I allow myself to accept this again? You know, you guys are working on your happiness, right? Your own sense of fulfillment. 9 of Cups here. I'm also getting that this person might have been extremely selfish when we were dealing with them. They might have also caused you a lot of anxiety. 9 of Swords here. Sleepless nights. They might be going through that now. And it's funny because it's like, if they ever made you feel like that, now they're reaping, the karma of that. The ramifications, if you will, of what they've done. And it's like, it's just driving them fucking nuts. You know, this person might be a water sign, or it could be just one of those kind of situations where they're very, very keen on knowing how to work with a person's emotions, right? Tug on heartstrings and stuff like that. Like, coming to you with a whole bunch of, oh, woe is me type of shit. And then here you are trying to, like, figure out, excuse me, Ryan, you're in the way. Trying to figure out, like, how to, navigate that. They just know how to do that shit. I hate that. It's the worst. But this is you guys. You're showing up as this. You're showing up as the Empress. You're showing up as the divine feminine or divine masculine. Randy, you gotta go. Get off of my sweater, please. Really? Thank you. But yeah, you're showing up as an Empress, and somebody who's, you're very privy to these things. You've been through a lot of shit. You're showing up as somebody who's really grown and expanded a lot in their life. And now, because of that, there's that, probably that attraction of this person trying to come back around, because they're like, oh, wow, I see them glowing up. I see them doing great. I want to see how I can infiltrate that. Like, yeah, no. No thanks. Yeah. For some of you, this could, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. This could even be like, somebody who you lived with, like and cohabitated with, might have kids with this person, might have married this person and divorced them, or in separation right now, so on and so forth. They could be a false twin. We had more than one message there, so let me know if it resonates at all. But the whole point is, it's like, this person, they definitely, showed they ass, and now you're just like, sucks for you, bud. Yep, standing your ground. 7 of Wands here, right? Really, really quickly, I'm gonna just answer that for you about getting signed off for your thesis really quick. Only because there's not really anyone here, so I might be nice throughout the reading and do quick little, because I usually don't do that. Y'all know, those of you know I don't typically do it like this, but you guys are sticking around and actually watching the reading, so I'll look out. So for Elpidia, Saeed and Dr. Trixie, there's most accurate. Now resume the reading. I heard gridlocked. We have 2 of Swords here. So there might be it might be I don't know if this is they might sign it, but it's gonna be like a hard decision or something like that. Not sure why. I also have Page of Wands on the top, so that's a communication card. So there might be some communication coming in. Clarify the 2 of Swords, and then I'll resume the reading. Because there is going to be some kind of communication. I'm not sure if they're going to decline or if they're going to communicate something positive. I'm not sure yet. I'm having a hard time figuring this one out. It might not be the news that you wanted to hear, unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong. Because we got the 3 of Swords. So it might. Damn, I hate delivering that type of message. But it's better to be, aware than not to be aware. Yeah, the other cards around it too are kind of not that great. I'm not sure why. Let's ask why. Why were they not signed? I'm getting that they want you, maybe you need to work, how can I put it? I'm getting I don't know much about this type of field or anything like that and how that type of stuff works, but they might, maybe there's information missing or something that they want you to rework. Because look what's on the bottom of the deck here. 8 of Pentacles, which represents work, hard work, and dedication to something. So it's I'm getting that I think that they'll end up, and then this also came out too, 10 of Pentacles. So it's almost giving me they will sign off on it, but there might be maybe some reworking. So it might not happen right away. They might kind of be okay, so this is our feedback, rework that, and then come back to us, kind of thing, if that makes any sense. Again, I don't know how that type of stuff works, but this is what I'm picking up on. I'm actually hoping I'm wrong. But yeah, maybe next time you're on here, you can let me know what they said, to let me know if that made sense or if it resonated, but hopefully I'm wrong. These are times where I want to be wrong, I don't like to sell people hope in a dream. And I also don't like to sell, or tell people things that they don't want to hear, but I always just go based on what I'm being told. So I'm going to continue with the collective, because that was just a quick little favor in a way. So when I notice names pop up a lot and people are supportive, I look out when I can, All right, so we're going to look a little deeper into this, what's the tea reading. Thank you. All right, so we got the Oh, we got the King and the Queen of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So, how's that about? See, and remember I was saying maybe like a false twin type of thing. It's giving me this person might even possibly be a person you're supposed to have been with or something like that. They're actually facing each other on the spread right now. But the thing is this person is operation. They're operating in a really negative way. That's the problem. So we've got 5 of Cups here on the bottom of the deck. Like this person is not operating the way that they need to. And why is that? Because they put third party situations into the mix. 3 of Cups here. So it's like, while you guys are meant to be a match possibly for some of you, not for everybody, but for some of you, this could be actually your twin. Others, it could be a false twin. But the point of the matter is, it's like this person put you through a bunch of bullshit. You removed yourself, and now they want to try to come back because they're going through all their karmas and shit like that. And it's like, sounds like a personal problem, buddy. Like nobody's about to, go through that. You're working on yourself. You're investing in yourself. The 7 of Pentacles here. Like, yeah, not playing that game, right? This phone's going crazy right now. My goodness. Yeah, so let's see. I'm just gonna pull a few more cards because this reading unfortunately is not really as popular as I was expecting it to be. Usually there's like a lot of people that pop up for these, but it happens sometimes. Sometimes I think I go on too early or something because I used to go on like later in the evening, and last one it would be like popping. I've been going on earlier, and now I'm noticing there's like lower numbers. Right, so we have the Hierophant. I said this earlier, but some of you guys might have had a higher level of commitment with this person or was married to this person and things like that. I'm also getting that this might be a time for you guys to really evaluate and reevaluate where you are when it comes to, what you want for higher levels of commitment. Um, Challenging, your belief system and things like that in order to welcome in what it is that you truly want at this time. They also want you to remain optimistic. Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Everything is fine, aka the 10 of Swords in the reverse here on the top. This is about all those major betrayals and things. So maybe there was like cheating, lying, and deception in a past relationship that brought you to this point. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like you went through that cycle in order to welcome in something new. 2 of Cups. So it's like, it's one of those things that it was like almost inevitable in order for you to get to this point of being able to welcome in what actually is going to be positive for you, is what I'm getting. A big part though is going to be really sitting down with self and being able to say, okay, what is it that I actually want in a relationship, is what I'm getting. Get like maybe 2 or 3 more from here, and then I'm going to pull from the character deck. So it's like a deck about characteristics of a person, and go from there. And then I'll probably just end it after that. But yes, we have the King of Pentacles here, as well as the 4 of Swords. So the King of Pentacles it could be an earth sign, or they can be an earth sign, I should say. But this is somebody in most cases who's pretty stable. It also represents somebody who's kind of stubborn, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, it could be an earth sign. It could be somebody who's stable, somebody who's about their business, somebody who's trying to get their money right, things like that. But then with that 4 of Swords, it's like kind of being between a rock and a hard place. So with them coming out together, maybe what it's saying is, they're either between like a rock and a hard place. It can also represent like fears and anxieties. Um, we have the 2 of Cups here on the bottom of the deck. So, that could represent relationships, partnerships. Somebody's walking away from something to rest, to heal. I wonder if it's a new person coming towards you. Nah, I think this is the past person. I think you walked away from this person because of that. 7 of Swords here. I can always clarify. But let's see. That's what it is. Okay. This is your past person. You walked away from this person. This person might have even been the type where like they held money over your head. For some, that's not gonna be for everybody, because for other people it's the opposite. Some people, you were the breadwinner and they were using you for your finances. It's gonna be different for everybody though. But yeah, they're definitely going through their karma. You had to walk away. You had to learn karmic lessons in order to welcome in what's getting ready to come towards you, and work on that healing process as well. Let's get two more from here. Um, like I said, it's gonna look different for everybody because it is a collective. But take the messages as they resonate. And it's funny, asking you shall receive, because I think they gave me exactly two cards. That's what I asked for. Um, yep, look at that. That's funny. All right, so as I say, give me two more cards. They gave me exactly two more cards. So we have the Death card here, which is about endings, major endings to welcome in new beginnings. Death and rebirth kind of vibes. And what's with it? The Ace of Wands. So, in order to welcome in the new beginnings, passionate beginnings are going to start coming towards you. That ending was inevitable. The transformation that came from that ending also was inevitable. It was what needed to happen in order for you to get to where you're about to go and what you're about to welcome in. And it's going to be some really good shit. Um, Now, the thing is, discernment is always going to play a factor, right? Because a lot of times when, you're doing good in your life, oh, the universe be testing. God be testing. The devil tests us too. Whatever you believe in, like, there's always going to be those tests where it's like, oh, shit. You know, good dick come back around, good pussy come back around, whatever the case. I cuss on here, sorry. Um, whatever the case, to test you, right? Those temptations, right, come back around to test you and tempt you to see, are you gonna revert back to your old ways of doing things, old ways of thinking and shit like that, those old patterns? Are you gonna do that, or are you gonna actually like learn from the lessons here, right? We do have the Death card, death and rebirth. Did you learn what you needed to learn in order to welcome this in? The passionate new beginnings. So it's really just a matter of sitting down with self and asking yourself, realistically speaking, like, have you done the work, right? Have you released all those old ways of doing things and thinking and things that were weighing you down? Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck, because that represents endings, right? It's about releasing. That heavy burden and load that you carried for a very long time is now about to be released. But are you actually going to do that work? Have you done that work? Once you realize that, those new things are going to start coming in, that's when you're going to be like, oh, you're going to stand on that throne and you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to cut all that negative shit out. Queen of Swords. Some of you might have air in your chart. But being able to discern how you move about the situation, how do you cut different things out of your life that no longer serve you, and being able to be very concrete about that. Throat chakra. Some of you guys might act on emotion more than anything, and then have a hard time with expressing yourself. Again, that as a message. Take it as it resonates, and leave it if it doesn't. But that's what I'm picking up on too. Some of you might, swallow your emotions because you don't want to hurt somebody else's feelings and things like that. This might be a time to actually be able to be assertive and say, yeah, nah, I'm not playing those games. Um, and that's the truth for somebody who ends up watching this. Ace of Swords here again. So, yeah, speaking your truth is going to be a big thing. And you might choke on those words because it's not going to be an easy thing for you to say to somebody. Whoever you're going to end up having to communicate with, it's not going to be easy to present that. But they're letting you know that it's going to be inevitable at some point. In other words, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, setting those healthy boundaries and saying, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm going to pull from this deck for the first time on the channel because I just got them today. And I pulled for myself and it was pretty accurate. So um, I'm going to pull for you guys. And remember, because this is a collective message, um, it's going to be kind of probably a little bit all over the place. So definitely use your intuition here. And if it feels like it's a part of your story and it matches up with what you're seeing here and what we've been talking about, then you'll know, you'll feel it. Um, but we're going to pull about like some characteristics of this person, whoever this might be in your life. And we're going to go from there. Oops. All right, so I'm going to shuffle a few times and then pull some last cards. And then I think that'll be it. I think that'll be it. And I might pull from like one other deck just to kind of round it off. I like to always like send you guys off with some type of positive message or something like that. Inspiration or something, but we'll see. I know this is not one of those kind of messages where it's like meant to be inspirational, but I always try to leave you guys with something like that. All right, so one more shuffle. It's a weird shuffle one more time because I didn't like that one. All right, soldier, guardian of the nations, loyalty, honor, integrity, selfless service. So reading this intuitively, for some of you, I'm getting more than one message. For some, this person could have been in active duty at some point in time, or this could be their demeanor, very uh, militant. I heard the word militant. I'm also getting that for some of you, this is more like characteristics about yourself. Somebody who's very selfless and cares about a lot of people. This is just on the bottom of the deck, so I'm not sure what else is going to come out. But so I got more than one message on that. Because, like, for instance, when I read for myself, I was picking up on characteristics about myself, and then I saw that there was a person in my energy who is like an energy vampire who kind of hates on me, but then like they play in my face and act like they're like close to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I have to be mindful of this energy. Got you. We have young. Says vitality, innovation, potential, and growth. So this person possibly could be somebody, or you, could be somebody who's very, very, my right hand just started itching. I'm getting it might be you. Um, I'm getting that, you guys are in this place of experiencing new things right now, and really working on that sense of growth and expansion in your life. Hence why, there's that attraction of other people trying to come back around, and they're like, oh, you know again, like a moth to a flame. It's like, oh, what's going on with them? Like, I want to try to figure out how I could spin that block again. And it's like, yeah, no. We have volunteer, selfless devotion, willingness, spirit of service, duty, and dedication. Again, I'm getting this is you guys. Like, I'm trying to ask about like this person. They're giving me a different um message here. This is you, not that person. Um, and I think this is what attracts them to you. Let's get maybe 3 more from here. Can we get more information about the person so that the collective could be aware of what to be on the lookout for? It's funny with these type of decks because it's like sometimes it's like a hit or a miss. Sometimes they tell you stuff about yourself. Sometimes they tell you about the person you're trying to ask about. Repairman. So this person might work with their hands. Repair, restore, restart, renovate. They might work with their hands, so that might be an indicator for some of you. Let's get maybe 3 more. That's way too many. I'm not taking all those. Maybe 3 more would be good. Bard, keeper of epic tales, ballads, and legends. So they might. I'm getting their storyteller. They might be some type of storyteller. Like, I heard grandeur. So like they might be one of those kind of people who whenever they tell you a story about anything that happened in their life, they always it's always very extravagant, like out of this world type of fucking stories. And you're just like, you might even ask yourself, is this shit even real? Like, are you making this up? Like, I'm getting something like that. This person is like kind of short and full of themselves, and they always have a story. And I'm getting that they might even be like a weird that it's coming out like this, but I'm gonna say it. They might be like a pathological liar. So they're always like constantly like saying like these like I said, these stories of grandeur where it's like everything's like always like so like exaggerated and shit like that, and you're like, it doesn't even make sense. But you just listen because you're like, well, they're telling me a story. Let me just listen to what they gotta say. But they always have like these super over the top stories about something, and that might be why. Waiter. It says attendant of hospitality, steward, or cleaner. So they might be working in like you or this person might work in like some type of hospitality or restaurant type of thing. Um, that's not gonna be for everybody, obviously. Remember, this is a collective reading, so this is just giving me a general consensus of some or some general consensus of some character traits that this person could possess. But it's going to be different for everybody. We have barber, artist of tresses, trimming, beautification, adornment, and fashion. So I'm getting a couple different messages from this card. I'm getting that this person, they literally could be a barber, or they could be a, like what I just heard, pretty boy. Like they could be very like into their looks and making sure that they always look really good. Um, top of the nines type of thing, sharp all the time. And if they're not, then that means that they're probably going through something. I'm getting that for somebody. Um, yeah, so this person is very attentive to their appearance. They like to make, hence why they're a bard. There's somebody who likes to make sure that they always have a, like giving me like even one up energy. Like, one person is telling a story and they're like, oh yeah, well you gotta hear this story, and then they they try to trump people. That's what I got. They don't want to use the word Trump, but whatever, it is what it is. Um, this person might be in the public eye some kind of way. We do have singer on the bottom of the deck. It says resonance, moving hearts, and I was definitely picking up on. I think I said something about heartstrings earlier, didn't I? Harmony, emotion, and performance. So reading that um, sorry, get another message. I was about to say, reading that intuitively, this person, they might be the type that, they put on a performance. It's like they know how to tug on heartstrings to get your emotions going, to get what they want out of you. They might be a water sign, and if they're not a water sign, they might be some type of artist or something like that. Or they just have a way with words. They know how to talk to you in a way that get you all like in the feels, and it's like it makes it very difficult to resist and say no. Security guard, it says patrol keeper, watchman, service provider. So this person could also, for some of you, not everybody, could also work in the line of security of some sort, or law enforcement, even though it doesn't say law enforcement on there. I'm picking up on possibly that they might wear a uniform of some sort. um one more one more For some, I'm getting the opposite. It could be that they have had issues with law enforcement. Let me know if that resonates. One more. What's this? What's this? And writer, weaver of tales. See what I'm saying? This person, they're a performer. They probably perform. They probably do all this shit in their head, and then they deliver it to you or other people. It says weaver of tales, storyteller, crafting, communication, and polishing. They know how to. They have a way with words. Gift of gab is what I'm getting here. Makes it very difficult to like know how to move about the situation. I'm sure, right? Doctor, healer of ailments, treatment, surgery, diagnosis, and compassion. Um, the likeliness of this person being a doctor is kind of low. But I will say this again, reading it intuitively. This could be a person who they might have health ailments and go to the doctor a lot. Some people might have dealt with somebody who exaggerates their ailments, which is a terrible thing to do in order to get attention from people. I'm getting stuff like that. Um, yeah, to get compassion out of you. For others, you might be in the field of healing and health and all that stuff, and you know you love to help people and heal people. I'm getting more than one message there. You have driver. navigator of journeys, steering safe passage and welcome. This person could be a driver of some sort, like a courier or something like that, or livery driver. Again, this is going to be different for everybody. I know it seems like there's a lot going on here. We have diviner, seer of the unseen, foresight, insight, cosmic connection. I almost feel like that might be you guys, especially as you guys are watching the tarot video, right? Um, or reading rather. But like, you guys are spiritual. You're healers. You like to help people, and then you got this person who is kind of like, for everybody's a little bit different, but one of the general things I'm picking up on is gift of gab. This person knows how to play on your heartstrings, say just what they need to say to get what they want out of you, and you learned how to see past it, and now you're like, yeah, nah, no, thank you. I know that the reading was a little bit wonky and it was a little all over the place, but I think we did have a general consensus of a lot of what was being presented here. I'm happy for those of you who ended up sticking around. I'm happy for those of you who even tapped in, even if it was just a brief period of time. Um, hopefully some of you guys do decide to come back around and see what this channel has to offer, because I do a little bit of everything on here, and I like to do free readings and stuff like that too. So, just keep that as a mental note. Um, Not like trying to bribe you or anything, but no, I really do free stuff on here as well. So giveaways and things like that. So it's like, I try to, please the peoples, the masses. And yeah, so with all that said, like I said, for those of you who did stick around and enjoyed this reading, thank you for being here. For those of you who end up watching at a later time, I hope that you like what you saw. Hit that subscribe bell if you haven't done so already, and that notification, that subscribe button, sorry, and the notification bell. And yeah, you know, so we can be locked in. Hit that like button, all that stuff. All those things help the channel. And yeah, so we're gonna keep on trucking, keep on pushing, keep on trying to do more readings more frequently to help build the algorithm up and all that stuff. 5151, as I said that. Um, build it back up where it was, because like this is a little bit, disappointing with the numbers, but it's okay. Even if it hit just one person where they're like, oh yeah, I needed to see that, or I resonated with that, I'm all for it. So with all that said, I love y'all. Enjoy your evening, and yeah, until next time, which will probably be next week. Probably do like the free readings and stuff. Yeah, until next time, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and have a great weekend, because I don't think I'll be on for the weekend. But yeah, so until next time, love y'all. Mwah. Good night, guys. Bye.